Reed, what up, buddy? You want to work your team? I'll let you. Shout out to the Lost Boys. Y'all stay intact, all right? Peace right here in the building.
REED-BBS, BBS. Claressa, T-Rex Shields. 3-weight, 3-division, undisputed champion of the world. The only boxer to ever achieve this accomplishment, male or female. And right there, here's where most of y'all start to get into your feelings. A 10-round unanimous decision over the huge Danielle Perkins this past Sunday to win her 3rd undisputed championship. This after unifying all 4 belts at middleweight, all 4 belts at junior middleweight. Claressa Shields is now done it at heavyweight. Claressa also won titles at super middleweight and light heavyweight. Like, sister got all the belts. Claressa's an advocate for the water crisis that hit Flint, Michigan. That's why she always rocks the color blue in her hair on fight night, in case you didn't know. Well, if there's ever a belt crisis, there's ever a belt shortage, go to Claressa Shields' crib, because she got all the belts. All of them. Claressa Shields, the queen, the first lady of boxing, the Gwoat, greatest woman of all times. You can call her ratchet. You can call her hood. You can call her ghetto. But that bitch can fight, though. That bitch can fight. You also got to put respect on them hands. You also got to put some respect on the atmosphere that Claressa Shields fights brings. The live crowd atmosphere. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. I don't give a damn if it was just 10 or 15 people in the building. They was all into that shit. And that shit resonates. It comes through the TV screen. I'm watching on the zone. I was out of my seat. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Like she brings you into it. She makes you feel a part of it. That's atmosphere. I love that. I wish there was more of that on the men's side. And I ain't talking just the entrance. I'm talking the level of the way people want to be a part of the entrance, the way they could feel it, the way it resonated. It touched everybody in that building. And then the fight matched it. The energy of the fight matched it. But more on that in a second. This woman got a motion picture out, y'all. Right now, an active fighter has a motion picture out. In real theaters, not some little documentary that was released to 2 or 3 people. I'm talking an actual motion picture and shit. The fire inside. Check it out. All this, yet men continue to be put off by Claressa Shields. It's funny to me. It's so sad. It's funny. Like, why do you hate Claressa Shields? And to be clear, if you're indifferent, if women's boxing simply ain't your cup of tea, cool. That's cool. But it's deeper than that with a lot of y'all. Most of y'all. You hate this young lady. Like, you talk bad about her. You wish harm and pain upon her. Like, why? Well, she can't whoop a man. Why she always talking about what dude she could beat up? Why do we have to say Bud Crawford was the first male 2-division undisputed champion of the 4-belt era? Why we got to say that? Why y'all get bothered by it? Like, I don't understand why that bothers y'all. Do I think Claressa could beat a dude for real? No. Not no world-class fight dude. A dude on the street, yeah, she probably get it in. With most regular Joe Blows on the street. But other fighters, no, I don't think she could beat it. But so hearing her say she could beat Keith Thurman or whomever else, I laugh at that. Y'all motherfuckers get all hot and bothered like you want this point to be proven. I have no desire to see Claressa Shields in a ring against a dude. And I'm not bothered by her boasts and brags about what she could do to dudes. Have at it, mama, have at it. The whole, why do we have to call Bud the first male, da-da-da-da-da-da-da? It's because Claressa continues to be the first person of any gender, period, to do this. She was the first 2-belt undisputed. She's now the first 3-belt undisputed. 3-division 4-belt undisputed. is what I'm trying to say. She was the first 4-belt 2 division, and now she's the first 4-belt 3 division. She's the first. That's why we have to designate male-female whenever a male counterpart does it. We can't say that male was the first, because he was the first male. It is what it is. I defy any man to watch Claressa Shields versus Savannah Marshall, and tell me objectively that's not a good fight. That's not a good boxing match. Not a woman's fight, but a good, proper fight. Gender be damned. Whether women's boxing is your cup of tea or not, if you like boxing, you would like the Claressa Shields Savannah Marshall fight. You would appreciate it. Claressa, she was accompanied to the ring by her boyfriend, Papoose. Shout out to Remy Ma. Shields, she dominated a noticeably bigger, undefeated fighter in Danielle Perkins. Perkins, 5-0, 6 feet tall, southpaw, and that bitch was big, man. That was a big ass woman. Big ass woman. And Claressa walked her down the majority of the fight. Skills pay the bills, though, and there was quite the disparity between these ladies in that department. A beautiful pull counter produced a knockdown in the 10th and final round. But as is usually the case with Claressa fights, she gets a broad hurt, has her on the brink, and then the 2-minute ass round saves the opponent. Get the minute to recover, rinse, repeat. No, women don't punch as hard as men. They don't. But 2-minute rounds would fuck with anybody's KO percentage. Again, gender be damned. After the fight, Claressa said, I want to fight 2 more times this year. I want to fight Franchon Cruz. I want to do a rematch with Hannah Gabriels. I would love to bring Savannah Marshall to the USA and tap that ass again. And it's always on the table if Chris Cyborg or Layla Ali want to fight. Claressa's not going anywhere, fellas. She ain't going away. She's just 29 years of age. And as good as she fights, her verbal game is her strongest asset. That's why you're mad. You want Claressa Shields to be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen making sandwiches and shit, but she ain't built that way. And because of that, the problem ain't her. It's you. It's definitely you, bruh. REED-BBS, BBS. Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television! Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.